constipation, extreme. The colon can actually become gangrenic. Gangrene, if anybody knows what that means. The bowel can perforate, which is not good, all right? And it can create an inflammation of the peritonium, peritonitis.
So it's the next colon, like the outcome of the feces?
Yes, and then because the feces are basically backing up and backing up and backing up and backing up, these other things can happen.
So if you take, like, even like medicine, does it help it?
There's usually they're going to find this out in a newborn, because basically, you know, when babies are born, one of the things once they start eating and everything starts functioning, they should be going to the bathroom, all right? If they don't, then tests should be done, see if there's a chance of this in the family. And I think in conjunction with, I don't know what type of medicines have actually been developed for this, but a lot of times they may have to go in and do surgery to remove the compacted area. They may have to go in and do maneuvers to get the feces out. There's a lot of things that person has to put up with.
Ultimately end up like an ostomy?
It could be, yeah.
So once they do that surgery, like, does it come back or does that just help?
It helps, but the hope is helps for a long time. So maybe it would be 10 years before they have to have surgery again. Yeah. So in this sympathetic and parasympathetic division, the neurotransmitters that we're going to have, okay? Remember, the only product a cell can make is a protein. In the case of a nerve cell, that product is a neurotransmitter. So how is it that if I have receptors on my organ for this nervous system, well, how can we affect the one excitatory and the other one calm it down? The reason for that, the two divisions, their fibers have different products. We're going to find that we have norepinephrine, acetylcholine, we've got others, and the target cells, the receptors that are found, okay, will react differently to the neurotransmitters. Meaning, they will either be determined as being excitatory or inhibitory. Those are the two ways that we'll classify them, as either excitatory or inhibitory. So, we'll see, do you guys remember acetylcholine? Where was that from? At the synaptic cleft for the skeletal muscle. It was excitatory and it caused the skeletal muscle to contract. Well, now I'm going to have different classes because this is going to smooth and cardiac muscle. And I'm going to have a different two different classes of receptors for my epinephrine and norepinephrine. So if we think back to acetylcholine, the one with the skeletal muscle contraction, okay? Well, if we have the fibers, the axons, that secrete ACH, which is acetylcholine. We're going to refer to them as cholinergic. Acetylcholine, choline, cholinergic, okay? Any receptor that binds to it is therefore termed the cholinergic receptor. The two that we have, muscarinic, nicotinic. Muscarinic, named after the mushroom, I don't know, some kind of connection that was made in the lab or whatever. Muscarinic. Look at where the receptors are found. On the heart, on smooth muscle, and gland. They can either be excitatory or inhibitory. The nicotinic receptors for the autonomic nervous system, which contains sympathetic, parasympathetic, okay, on all ANS post-ganglionic neurons. Going to also be in the adrenal medulla and the neuromuscular junctions of the skeletal muscle. It is excitatory. So even though we're looking at autonomic, just like in the skeletal muscle system, at this receptor, the nicotinic, what does it make you think about? Cigarette. What effect do they have on the body?
Addiction.
Kind of make me lightheaded. They have made me, that means they've crossed the blood-brain barrier. Alright. Diuretic? For real?
No. They stop you up.
Huh?
They stop you up. Did they?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No, people use nicotine to fix inflammatory bowel disease.
No, it's, I'm not saying that's not.
Do you have any idea? Okay. Here's what happens. Well, it's like, you know, the person has something happen and it's, okay, they think it's calming them down, okay? It's really not. It's raising blood pressure, that sort of thing, okay? Because of what it does to the receptors, it's exciting those receptors. I think what gives, you know, the effect that people look for is the fact that they're focusing on doing something repetitive and therefore kind of calms them down, which can help them kind of get into a situation where the sympathetic kind of overwork. Take a break, back down there.
Dr.